It's best to put on the talit and tefillin before reciting the passage of Akedat Yitzchak. If it's too early in the morning before sunrise, we can still recite it and the Shema of Korbanot before putting on talit and tefillin. It's our custom on Shabbat and Yom Tov to recite the Akedat Yitzchak as well, and we shouldn't adopt any different practice. Before Mincha in the afternoon, we don't recite the passage of the Akedah. However, it is said at Mincha on Yom Kippur. If someone arrives late to the synagogue on Shabbat and finds that he has to skip certain parts of the prayers to catch up with the congregation, the poskim gave two opinions. Some ruled that it's better to skip the Akedah and say the Tehillim that are added in honor of Shabbat. Others ruled that we should do the opposite and in fact recite the Akedat Yitzchak and omit the additional Tehillim. Yekut Yosef here says that it's best to follow the second opinion and recite the Akedah instead of the Tehillim. The Sephardic tradition in congregations after saying the Akedah is to recite the verse in Vaikra 1:11. The verse is, "And he shall slaughter it on the northern side of the altar before HaShem," as is found in the Sephardic Sidurs. Maran ruled that we should recite the verse together with the morning Korbanot sacrifices. This is based on the verse in the Midrash Vaikra Rabbah 2:6, where Hashem says, "I bring heaven and earth to testify that whenever someone, Jew or not, recites the verse of Vaikra 1:11, I'm reminded of Akedat Yitzchak." The Bet Yosef explains that this is based on the Midrash, relating that when Avraham Avinu bound his son, Hashem instituted the future mitzvah of offering 2 lambs daily, morning and afternoon. When offering the morning lamb and reciting the verse, "He shall slaughter it," Hashem is reminded of the Akedah, and it's as if Hashem has the ashes of Isaac hidden away where he can see it. He peeks at it in order to ward off all evil from the nation of Israel. Bereshit 22:3 says, Avraham awoke early in the morning. He began his day early with alacrity, to do Hashem's will, even while being given such a difficult test. From this verse, the sages in Pesachim 4a derive that one should perform his religious obligations as early in the day as possible. The Akedah is the story of the most difficult challenge to Avraham's faith in Hashem, being a part of one of the 10 tests that Avraham experienced. Here, Avraham and Isaac demonstrated their total devotion. Kabbalistic masters, the Zohar, Arizal, all have stressed the great importance of this daily recitation of the Akedah. The Zohar says that this recitation of Avraham and Isaac's readiness to put their love for Hashem even before life itself is a great source of heavenly mercy whenever Jews' lives are threatened. Avodat HaKadosh comments that the Akedah should inspire all of us to attain greater love for Hashem and to be inspired from this example of Avraham and Isaac. The Arizal teaches that this recitation brings atonement to someone who repents sincerely, that he identifies himself with the 2 patriarchs who place loyalty to Hashem above all other considerations.